YouTube, what's good? It's your boy TD from Fantasy Good Sports. And today I'm doing another video on two great running backs that are very similar in size, speed, height, and thighs. Yes, I said it. Thighs. And I ain't talking about chicken either. But A.J. Dillon and Earl Campbell, they are carbon copies of each other. So let's get to some stats about these two. A.J. Dillon, 6 foot, 247, and he runs the 40 in a 4.5. Earl Campbell, 5'11, 244, and runs a 4.6. Guys, how do you tackle those guys in the open field? They don't have to be that elusive. If you put your head on their thighs, you might get a concussion or get your neck broke or break your collarbone. These guys are tree stumps. I'm sorry, tree trunks. Their thighs are tree trunks. I don't know what to tell you to do to stop A.J. Dillon. So let's look at Boston College. When he was at Boston College, he ran against stacked boxes every down because they had no quarterback that could get the receivers the ball. And they wasn't that good at the skill positions as other schools in the ACC. But they had a great running back and they used them. And he performed. He had 1,500 yards. He averaged like 1,500 yards per season. I mean, he came in as a freshman and started and finished and didn't get hurt. He had one injury, which was his sophomore season. He had an ankle injury. But guys with legs like that, they heal from those. Just like Saquon Barkley, he has big legs, and most guys would have been out with that high ankle sprain, but he came back. He might not produce the numbers that he should have, but he came back and played. Most guys with that type of injury wouldn't have played if they got small legs. So I say this: what are you going to do in the NFL and to a guy like this? Like, do you stack boxes and let Green Bay throw Devontae Adams on the outside? Or do you stay back and make the running backs beat you and let A.J. Dillon get 25 carries? Oh, well, Terry's not going to get 25 carries. Aaron Jones is there. They drafted him in the second round. You think that you're drafting a running back in this day and time in the second round and you're not going to play him? I wasn't huge on A.J. Dillon. I liked him. But when they drafted him in the second round, I was like, that's immediately value because with a running back like Aaron Jones and his numbers, and you still drafted a guy in the second round, you must know something that everybody else don't know. So I immediately was on his bandwagon. Now, I don't think he's going to have some kind of unbelievable season, but I do believe that he's going to be consistent. And I don't know about Aaron Jones. I'm not touching Aaron Jones this year. If I'm touching anybody from that backfield, it's going to be A.J. Dillon. So, guys, I'm not going to make this video be super long because it's very apparently that these guys with their thigh size are going to be very good backs and hard to take down. As you can tell by Earl Campbell coming out of Texas. So they wasn't super fast, but at 250 pounds or 4'6", it's like a 4'4" for a 210, 15-pound guy. A.J. Dillon had more stacked boxes than any running back in 2019 in college. Hands down. So when you have a quarterback that throws for less than almost 1,000 yards, and everybody know you getting the ball 30 times a game, and you can still put up 1,500 yards, what does that say about the caliber of the player? Does that say that's a player that can thrive in the NFL? Yes. So, and I think he's going to actually be very sneaky in the pass game. I would say a little bit better than Derrick Henry. Maybe not Aaron Jones caliber, but better than Derrick Henry. So the screen plays are solid. A lot of the swing routes are solid. Who knows? Sky's the limit. Now, Earl Campbell was drafted #1 overall. I think if you was back in the 80s, in the early 90s, I think drafting would be different. I think guys would be taking running backs in the first 5 picks. So A.J. Dillon being drafted in the 1978 draft, I think he would be a top 5 pick. But in this type of NFL, for him to be a second round pick without being a PPR back or a back that's catching a lot of balls out the backfield shows you what type of back he can be. You don't take guys in the second round unless they can be bell cow like Derrick Henry and therefore A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is actually bigger than Earl Campbell and faster than Earl Campbell. Wow. Now, is he as elusive? It's up to us to see. We have to watch this NFL season. I think he could be. Now, he might not never put up the numbers that Earl put up, but I'm not going to put a cap on this guy. I'm going to stay open-minded because I don't want to be a guy that was so surprised by A.J. Dillon when he comes out and rush for 1,400 yards as a rookie. I don't want to be like, oh, I wasn't on that train. No, I'm on that train. Now, I don't know how much. He's not going to lead the league, but I think he can have 1,000 yards rushing, a couple big games. I mean, you have Aaron Rodgers out there and you got Devontae Adams. You don't want to go one-on-one with them. But if you stack a box against this guy, then yeah, he going to go one-on-one. But if you back up and make the running back beat you, I think A.J. Dillon can do it with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers throwing to Devontae Adams. So guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button and comment in the bottom and let me know what you think. And if you like the content, please subscribe to my channel